Yo! So, today is going to be a bit of an odd one. I've been trying to do this for the last 2 episodes, but I just haven't had a chance. I am going to be developing the Kismet today. Oops, that was wrong. What I mean by this is I'll be basically testing out some prototypes for getting stuff to spawn while taking money and whatnot. There's already someone who did this, but I don't want to copy exactly what he did, so I need to use some other systems. But yeah. First off, let me go over Kismet, right? Kismet is a visual-based coding system. It uses nodes the same as the material editor, except for I think it works the opposite way. You start on the left and you move to the right. Right now I don't need to do that. I want to put down a spawning area somewhere I know where it's going to spawn, so let me just find a road. I know there's something here. Maybe not. Path. Sidewalk. Yeah, that's perfect. So yeah, I want to use something like this for now. I want to transform this sort of, yes, transform on the Y. And transform on the X. Transform on the X. This is just temporary until I can make something up. So yeah, that will do. Right, so we want something to spawn right in the middle of this. So let's do that. Let's. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So to get something to spawn on this, we could do a couple of things. But me personally, I'm going to use something called a note. A note is actually, it is what it is. It's a note. So it's in uncategorized and it's called note. It's just for leaving notes in the map. But in this case, we're actually just going to use it for coordinates. So if I hit F4, we can get coordinates off this later on. So as for the map, that's all I really need to do for now. In fact, that's not all I need to do. I need to make up a purchasing system. So for now, I just use this. What I'll probably end off doing is making a little, getting the nod airstrip and just converting it a little bit, making it yellow and something for GDI. So, right, we also need to make up a trigger. There's a couple of ways we could do this. We could tell this to bugger off, go away. Yeah, we can make up a trigger. In fact, yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to make up a. I'm going to add. Add actor. Add trigger. This trigger is. Oh, let's get a decent height on this. So what's going to happen is, yeah, that's it. You're going to walk up to here. I can either set this trigger to be a walk-in trigger, or you have to press E. But I'll probably have an E, right? So what this is, it's just like a little volume that you can interact with. That's basically what it is. You can use a trigger volume as well if you really wanted, but I'll just use this for now. So in Kismet, right, I need to add both of these actors. So I'll add the trigger first because the trigger is the main one I need. Add new event, touch, destroy, take damage, use. I want use because I want to hit E on it. I'll also use a post-processing volume to add some text, probably. But I'll deal with that later. I don't really need to go through it yet. I also want this note. It's just a variable. It's an object. But this is just a coordinate. I need something to spawn at. So what's going to happen is I'm going to touch the trigger and I want it to do something. First off, I need it to do something Ren-xy. So if I go to new actions and I go to Ren-x, we need to get credits, new action, and we need to remove credits as well. Take note, I'm not a programmer. I know very little of Kismet myself, so I will be messing this up a few times. So yeah, so what we want to do is we want to get credits. So we're going to, basically the whole premise of this is I want to check the credits, make sure I have enough credits, spawn the vehicle if the spawn, if there's enough to Alright. I want to see if you have enough credits. If you have enough credits, I want to see if there's any spawn spaces left for the thing that you want to buy. If there is, spawn it, then take the credits. If I take the credits beforehand and something doesn't spawn, it's a waste of credits. So yeah. So I need to put instigator as well. An instigator in this case is the person or the player or the actor that touches or triggers this trigger. So I need new variable, and in this case is actually an int. It's not an int. I lied. It's not an int, and it's not an integer. New variable. It's not a float. I don't think it's a float. It might be a float. Let's have a look. No, it's yellow. Basically, it's one of these. What's this? Object. So, well, player. I can just do player. God damn it. All player. And the target will be the player, and this target here will be there. Basically, what this does is I could change this if I really needed to a object, but it sets the integer to a player, not the integer, the instigator. So the instigator is the person who, or the player or actor that touched this trigger. So it will make sure that only that player will get affected. If that doesn't happen, everyone in the server will have their credits taken off. So yeah. So this is the next bit, right? We need to put a variable. I do believe this one is an integer. Is that blue? Yeah. We need to find out credits. In this case, I want the credits to be about 300. These credits are actually going to... I'm going to change these later to about 400 or 500. I could also put in a modifier to boost this if the power plant ever goes down, if I added a power plant to the map. But I'm not adding a power plant to the map, so it's all good. Right, so we're checking credits, we're checking on 300. The problem now yeah, is I need to check if the player has 300. Well, I need to check if the player has over 300 or more. So I need to put a condition in, and yeah, this is the problem I always have. I'm used to hardware engines, like ifs and whatnot, and we don't have an if as such in this, so yeah, I can't remember exactly what it is. Event, it should be in a math, shouldn't it? Yeah, math. Add, no. Misc, and, no. What was it? I can't remember. Event. I can't remember what it was. Oh, I had all this worked out. Condition is comparison. Yeah, I need to compare an integer. Alright, so yeah, compare. So yeah, I want to put that into here. So basically what's happening is the trigger gets triggered. Then the next thing, once that triggers, it goes to here. In fact, I think this needs to be 0. Because it's yeah, this needs to be 0 because this is what. Put that on. There we go. Yeah. This will set this number, and then I need to set another number. So we need to actually set the price in this one. So I'll call this one 300. If you know, it's gonna be about 500 to 600, 700 maybe. So yeah, now we're checking. I need to figure out which one of these is actually the one I want. So if A is greater or equal to B, I want to... well, first off, I need to do some tests. So I want to put in a action, and I want to put an announcement out. Play announcement. And if this is lower or equal to, no, just lower. So now I need to put in like negative and affirmative, just so I know which one it is. And for some reason I don't have any sound, but that will do. This one will be affirmative, so I'll add, and want negative for this one. Oh no, that's totally wrong. I want the actual sound. That one, and I want affirmative. For this one here. So we can test this now, just by playing from here. I'll spawn with less than 300 credits, so I can test the negative, and I'll add some credits. I actually need to, thinking about it, put some sound on this. Alright. So we have a negative. Give credits. Make sure I got over 300. And I forgot to set this to Git. Where is it? Max trigger count, I'm going to put that to 0. If it's at 1, it can only be triggered once. If it's at 0, it can be triggered as many times as you like. This is probably going to be a 2-part episode as well, because, well, yeah. So, negative. There we go, works. We had a negative when we didn't have money. When we had more money, we had a positive. I do it like that so I know what's going on. So let's get back into Kismet. So this works, right? I know this works because we just tested it and it bloody works. So that's negative. I already know that. And now we want to actually spawn the vehicle. So what we want to do is put new action, actor, add factory EX. Not EX, my bad. Just add factory. That's the one. So on the positive, we'll spawn actor. On the finish, we will disable. Well, actually toggle. And we wish to enable once that comes on. Well, no. Don't need that. I gotta think about this for a second. But anyway, spawn point is this. We put this in. Right, it's going to spawn here. Right now, it doesn't actually spawn anything because we need to set what it spawns. So let's set what it spawns. We go to active, this active factory thing. Factory. It says none. We want to put in UT vehicle factory, active vehicle factory. It's right at the bottom. Simple as. And from here, we can add in whatever vehicle we want. All the Ren-x vehicles are a part of the UT class. So RX, in this case I want not an MRS, I want a Orca. Team locked, yes. Key vehicle, team number 0, it's all good. And we'll move credits of the amount of credits, 300. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to start this up. I'm not going to have any money to buy an Orca, so it won't let me. See? Give myself some credits, and now we get one. And it's rideable. It works. But now we have to keep a count. So once one spawns, we need to add it to a counter. Something that's going to... Well, it's going to count the number of things that we have. So we actually need to add a variable object, object list. So yeah, we need to list this object. This is going to get a load of stuff in here. So once something spawns, it's going to come in here, get added to the list. We need another variable. I think there is a list in here. I can't remember. Or is it condition? Might be an action. I really cannot remember. Toggle vehicle, switches, sound. As I said, I really can't remember. It's been a while since I figured all this out. I thought it was under variable. I'll be under event. Oh, here we go. Gotta figure all this out again. Input, no. Condition, counter. Here we go. Or is it just a list? Int counter. So, this part by here needs to be split off. Spawned. Oh, there's a spawn count. We don't need this actually. Just delete that. We need an event. We'll just nick this number. And we need another one of these. And we want to put this to, well, I only want 3, so we'll just do that. So, we break all these. And if A is more than or equal to B, well, is that we want to disable, right? And if A is greater than B, no, you never do that. If A is less than B, spawn actor, and if A is less than B, we want to enable as well. So yeah, this is a bit weird. So what we're doing here, if A is equal to B, yeah, we need to disable. So if someone comes up and well, this isn't going to work. This is just a spawn count. It's going to count spawns. No, that isn't going to work. Event, variable, object. Walker. No, that needs to be a list. Object list. Need to destroy. Yeah, I really can't remember how to do this. Object list. Action. Variable. New action. If I remember, there was a way to convert things to other things. Cast a flow. Oh, no, I want a object to something. Misc. I can't remember what it was. I may have to look this stuff up again. Event. Object list. This is what we need. I need an object, so event. No, variable, object, bang, object list, variable, object list, bang, bang, Oops. This is where it starts getting complicated. Spawn that added to the list. Yeah, now I need to convert this. No, that's wrong there. Put that in there. Action. Does it? Oh, what the hell was it? Switches? No. Toggle. Team. Actor. I can't remember where it was where you convert stuff to other stuff. It's a variable. Boom. No, counter, no. Bool. Ah, where the hell is it? Oh, this is gonna do my head in. No. Ah. Go back. Nope. No. What the hell was it? I don't think this is right. Oh god. Oh, we need to destroy you anyway, I know that. I really can't remember how to do this. I will be back in a second. Alright, I was well off the mark. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. We need this. That's fine. Right, so what we need is, if I can bloody find it, is a modify list objective. Remove from list. Spawned, we actually need to add this to this and this to that. Right, now we need to get some actual lists going, so we need a object list and we need a integer list, I think. And that should work, I believe. Alright, out. Really, this should go before. No, that should be a toggle. That should work. Yeah. And I pressed the wrong thing. Be back in a second so this doesn't load up an entire screen. As I forgot one thing anyway. I forgot to add an event. New event. I've forgotten what the hell it was called. Might be one of these actor something to event. Variable. Misc. No, it's like a modifier. I can't remember what the hell it was called. Basically, I need to get an event to put into here. I've forgotten how the hell to bloody make it. It's an event. Oh, so no, it's not an event. New action. Set variable. Okay. Cover, attached to event. There we go. So what this is going to do is we want to break all of those. We want to do that, and this event goes into here. So basically, if any of these ever get destroyed, it will take it from the list. And I think that's it. I think that is it. Right, let's try this. Play from here. Right, told you this takes a while. I have to remember everything I need to know. Actually, I had to refer back to one of my old maps. I should have bloody dropped all this. Right, there's 3. And it doesn't work. That should work. Come on.
Harvester ready.
Can't spawn anymore. It'll say affirmative anyway. No, that didn't work. How to stop it from... Spawned. Objective. Basically, we need to get a number to disable this. So... we need an event, I think. No. What was it? Variable. No, it's an action. It's math. Is it? No, it's not a variable. Is it? I can't remember. Oh, my head is hurting already. Basically, I need to find another one of these compare things. I can't remember. Well, in fact, that was exactly what I need. I need to compare these two numbers. Enable and disable. Break all links. Oh, in fact, yeah, that's perfect. So if it's... Yeah, I want to come down here. If B of A is equal to B and I only want 3. Disable. If disable. Enable. No. That's it. That should be it. Right, that should work. Now it should only do 3. Don't worry, I'll explain everything in a second, exactly what all the steps are. It's just I gotta figure it out all for myself, and I'm not very good with Kismet, as I... Right.
Harvester ready.
So there it is. No more will spawn. Now we're just going to destroy this and another one should spawn. It didn't remove it. Why didn't it remove it? Ah! Move from this. Ah. Should have been this. Well, I'm just moving that up so it'll float down and I can get 3 pretty fast without actually having to walk around. Let's see, yeah, it's only spawning 3. It won't. Why won't it work? God damn you! So I figured out what the problem was. Well, I redid this a bit. The problem was this was set to player only. And yeah, that was the problem. So I switched out this actor factory. I didn't really have to, I did anyway, because it's going to make my life much easier. So it's exactly the same apart from this part by here, which I turned that off. So let's go through this again. I'm going to add more stuff to this, so don't worry. Right, so we trigger it by pressing E. So we press E, we get the player credits. I actually have to change this because we can't use this. The reason we can't use this is because we're online, and with the server, this actually doesn't work. So yeah, so we gotta delete that and redo all this. So now this is just gonna put whoever it is. This will basically get the player tag and just carry that throughout all this. So what's going on? I gotta change these out, don't worry. So we trigger this by pressing E, then we use the get credits of the instigator. This will throw out a number of the number of credits you have. We compare this to a number of credits we want, and we use a more or equals to basically go through to the next thing. I'm also throwing out if you have lower credits, I throw out another line saying you don't have enough credits, blah 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 blah. This is just playing a negative for now. I'm going to change this to some text and something else, I don't know yet. So if you have enough credits, we play affirmative. I'll change that. Then we go into a counter. This counter is comparing the number of vehicles that we actually want in the map compared to the amount of vehicles that have spawned and haven't been destroyed. We'll get to that in a second. So if the number is lower or equal to 3, or equal to whatever number I've set, it's going to go through. Anything else, it isn't going to go through. So we spawn the orca, and we spawn it in a place which is actually up here. I use this so I can move this anywhere I want. Basically, if I wanted to move it up, down, left, right, I could do that. And instead of using a spawn coordinate, which would be here, no, spawn count, spawn location, which I'd have to add in a X, Y, and Z, but I can do it from a node. I could use anything like a path node or whatever. I'm just using a node for now. I'll probably change this out. is where it gets a bit complicated. So basically this has an instigator as well. We're chucking out an instigator to Orca, and from here we spawned one. I could have used finished as well, but I used spawned one. I'm chucking that out to a modified list, object list. This keeps count of how many things have spawned. So every time this gets activated, it adds to the list. So we did that, but we also need to figure out when a vehicle is destroyed. So we use this attach to event and attach that to a destroyed. So whenever the instigator, which is the Orca, gets destroyed, we get that and remove it from the list. Yeah. We also, from here, we can remove credits. So we just add 300 credits from the main instigator, which is the player. So from here we have our reference list, which is the Orca. We also have an object list, which is just like a cache for how many things that are in this list. It's basically the list itself. And then we have a throw out, where we can throw a number of how many things are in the list, which gets thrown out here, which gets put into our counter. This is the part that allows us to only spawn 3. So you can't spawn above 3. You can spawn anything below 3. So you can spawn 1, 2, 3, but you can't spawn 4. That's what this does here. And that's basically it. It took me a while to figure out why I couldn't spawn one, but it was because of this was set to player only. Each one of these have their own. This is set to Orca. This is set up exactly the same as the other one. Sorry about the cut as well. I was going mad. I couldn't figure out why it wasn't working. But yeah. So now we can just tidy this up. When I say tidy it up, it's still a bloody mess. But yeah, that's it. I'll probably end off making a prefab out of this and using it for the nod side as well. All I'll have to do is change this and all this will work. I do need to do a team test as well, so I'll probably put a team test in here, which would be team, get team number, target team number, and I need to set it to equal as 1, so I need to do another comparison. So that would go into there, that would go into there, and do another comparison. I'm not going to do that on camera today, as I haven't got enough time. So I basically spent most of my time recording and not actually doing anything, trying to figure all this stuff out. So yeah, just to show it works, I'm going to play from here. I'm going to cut out a lot of the other stuff, and yeah, so pretty much nothing's changed. So let's give us some credits.
Harvester ready.
Why negative? What's changed? This. No. Oh, come on. Right, no money.
Harvester ready.
Why negative? That's because he can't find my player. God damn it. Pawn, death, not player. Player spot now, one variable. Condition. Action. No, it's variable, isn't it? Player. Yeah, player. All players. Not all players. Not sure why this isn't working. This should work now, but I can't use that player, so I'll have to figure that out. Right. Right, one. Couldn't spawn. Did spawn. Right, so now we have 3 and it spawns. Just to prove that another one won't spawn. Won't spawn. Will spawn. So yeah, everything works and it's all good, except for that player. I'm not sure about that player thing at the moment. I gotta go look at that some more. But on that note, thanks for watching. This is a really good thing. Now we got Kismet working. I shall catch you in the next one. Ta-da.